Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So as part of LeetCode Sample playlist, today we are looking into 1004 maximum consecutive ones 3. So here in this one, so we are given an array and we need to find a subarray in which we have maximum number of consecutive ones and we have parameter k. Here the value is 2. What is the use of this is, let's say we take an array. Let's say I am taking this particular array, the first 5 numbers, and in this particular array we can convert maximum k number of zeros to 1. Here we have two zeros. I am converting them to 1, so then it's become 5 consecutive number of ones, right? So that is the maximum limit. K equals to 2 means we can maximum convert k number of zeros to 1. So here the maximum length is 5, right? This particular, not maximum length, the particular subarray length is 5, but we need to find what is the maximum consecutive one subarray. Let's say I'm taking this particular array. I'm taking this particular array, and here I'm converting 0 to 1, and here also I'm converting 0 to 1. So now the length is 6. If you observe, the output is also 6. So I just pick it up randomly, or else we can directly observe by it, by looking into it, as it is a very simple number. But in programmatically we can solve by it by using sliding window. But sliding window here, it's not a fixed window as we see in our previous cases. It's a fixed window, but here it's a variable window. So what is meant by variable window? So here we are having, instead at the position we are having left and right at somewhere, and let's say this is a window. Let's say this is a window, and what we usually do is we will just try to move this window to next index and next index and next index, and we will do our operations. But here it's a different case. Here it's a different case. So both left and right started at the same position, and first we will try to move right. While moving the right, we will check one thing: if the right index position, that means where we are having right, if that position is holding 0 or 1. If it is holding 0, then we will try to note those zeros in a particular variable. So now it's 0 only, it's initiated 0. Let's say we move to fourth index, that is third index, sorry. Then we will try to increase this value to 1, and again we will move to fourth index, it will become 2, and moving to 5 index it will become 3. Whenever it's crossing k, whenever it's crossing k, what we are going to do is, we are going to listen carefully. We are going to move left. We are going to move left and decrease number of zeros by one value. Why we are doing it? Let's say I'm taking this particular array. Let's say I'm taking this particular array. Okay. And let's assume that I'm picking one of the zero and replace this with the previous left value. So here am I having 1. So why we are checking if number of zeros is crossing k? At the moment we are moving left. We are moving left, and if a particular position, if number of left is 0, then we are decreasing number of zeros. Otherwise we are not decreasing it. So just remember one thing, that this is a repeated cycle that we are going to do. So let's say I did that. So left is increased and number of zeros is also still number of zeros is 3 only. Okay, it's not decreased, as number of that left position is not 0. So we will increase left, number of zeros is still 3. At some point we move to this particular position. What is use of this position? So at this moment, number of zeros, sorry, that l index, left index is holding 0th value. Then I will try to make it 2. Then I will try to make it 2. I mean that's that. Then I will make it. I will try to decrease it by one value. So now we are having of left and right here. So finally, what is the, and we will increase this left also. What is the point of doing all these things? So if you observe, what are the values we are having in between left and right? These two values, if you convert, if you consider this particular array as a array, okay? If you consider this particular array as a array, both 0 and 0, and k equals to 2, that means this particular array, we can apply k equals to 2, that means we can convert this both zeros to 1, and we can calculate the subarray also. That doesn't mean this particular array is a max array. We will get to know why we are calculating max array. We are going to get max length of the array at each position. At each position, we will try to calculate. But we are just making sure that we are just using maximum k number of zeros here. So we will do the same thing, like increasing left. Here it's 1, so we don't make any changes to number of zeros. No changes as 1, no changes as 1, no changes as 1, no changes. Here we'll just make it to 3. That's it. And now it's again crossed, number of zeros equals to 3. That means greater than 2. Now I am again moving my left. Moving here, decreasing number of zeros, and I'm taking all this array as consideration. Now we can directly say that this particular array is also satisfying all the condition. Number of zeros equals to k, number of zeros equals to k, and all consecutive values can be, we can see the subarray is holding all consecutive ones if we convert number of zeros here in this particular subarray, and length of this particular subarray is 6. So in this particular example, we got it in the example 1 only, we got it at the end of the array. But in big number of arrays, if you try to debug it, we can try it somewhere. So debugging and explaining all these things will definitely take a lot of time, and I will suggest you to debug in local, put some breakpoints. First we will try to write the code so that we will get some more clarity, and then I will definitely suggest you to debug it. Okay, let's study. I'm directly jumping into the code. I think I explained my best, and we spend a lot of time in explanation. So as I told, I am taking left, right, number of zeros, and maximum ones, which is the result. So 4 parameters, and what I'm checking, while right is less than nums of length. This is the condition. This is the condition I'm taking, and what are the next steps? So if nums of right is equals to 0, okay, then I'm increasing number of zeros, and one more thing I'm doing here is I'm calculating max ones every time I'm calculating math.max of. It's a simple thing, we use it in all our codes. We are using math.max and increasing right, and where we are increasing our left. So if you observe, if number of zeros is crossing k, so it's a well condition. If number of zeros is crossing k, then we will do a certain kind of things, where if nums of left is equals to 0, then num of zeros minus or else left plus plus. These are the certain kind of things when number of zeros is crossing k. That is what I have explained in our previous explanation, like when coming to example 1. So returning max ones, that is enough. That is anything that we are going to do. So it's a very simple one. It's a very simple one. Only complicated thing is it's a sliding. Uh, it's a it's a sliding window, but not with a fixed length. That is the only complicated thing here. Uh, so let's give it a try. Let's run it. Yes, let's submit it. It's a very efficient solution. We just need to debug it. We just need to understand what is the mechanism behind it. So the very important part here that I am uh, saying it again is this while condition. When number of zeros is crossing k, what are the actions we need to perform? So you can see it's a very best solution. It's between 98.86. So this is our solution for maximum cost equation once 3. So I will come back with the next problem tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.